There is something that's recently hit me and that I've been trying to apply more to my work, and it's completely changed my attitude toward filmmaking. It's simple to wrap your head around, but far from easy to apply. And if you're anything like me, it could be the key to not giving up on your craft. So I want to share it with you today in hopes that maybe it can help you stay on track too. And just for the record, this can apply to any creative job, not just filmmaking. I just moved in here, so the look and sound of this setup is very much a work in progress at best. Excuse that. Before we jump in, I want to give a quick thank you to the sponsor of this video, which is Motion Array. Motion graphics are a bit of an obsession of mine. I really enjoy making cool animations and graphics to go along with my videos. Motion Array makes that process a lot faster and more effective by giving me access to a giant library of presets and transitions and templates and motion graphics, like hundreds of thousands of elements. A few of my favorites are this chromatic aberration plugin. It's just a drag and drop, which is way easier than creating the effect manually. I also really like all of their different light leaks for like quick transitions and effects, as well as this camera shake plugin for making animations and graphics a little more organic. If you're someone who has no interest or experience with motion graphics and just wants a ready to go template that can do it for you, this is a great place to find that. And if you're someone like me who enjoys building these graphics from scratch, then Motion Array is a fantastic place to find those helpful effects and elements. They also have music, sound effects, stock footage and photos, plugins, a little something for everyone. So if you want to try it out for yourself, you can use the link in the description of this video and save $50 on an annual plan. All right, so here's the secret. Make films that explore your interests and curiosities. It's incredibly simple, but it is way easier said than done, so let me elaborate. For years, I've created and shared videos about the craft of filmmaking, how to shoot and edit beautiful and impactful videos. And for the most part, that's something I've really enjoyed. I love this craft and I love teaching people about it, but over the past couple years, it's started to get old. Maybe I'm running out of ideas, maybe I'm no longer learning enough from making these videos and just spouting knowledge I already have. Whatever the reason, when I sit down to make a video about filmmaking, I feel like I'm just going through the motions. I already know exactly what to do. From a business point of view, that's great. I can deliver quality work efficiently and consistently, and I've grown an audience that keeps coming back for that work. But over time, streamlining my process has become self-destructive. There's a bit of irony in the ideal of becoming like this content machine when the very thing that gives art its value is that it can't be done by a machine. All the time, I hear that to succeed as a filmmaker or video creator, you need to niche down and master making one type of video. And that's dangerous advice because it's a great way to grow a business, but it's also a great way to turn something you love into something you hate. Following that advice for years has gotten me here. I still love the art of filmmaking, but I don't really love talking about it. I don't love making videos in that niche. So over the last several months, I've shifted the focus of my videos towards a different interest: travel and the outdoors. Geotags, old growth forests, icebergs, colorful houses, fire towers, the haiku stairs, illegal hikes. These topics have stemmed from a desire to understand the places that I go. Like, I've always been very interested in the history and geography. I like looking at maps and knowing which mountain is which. So it made sense to start making some videos that explore those curiosities. These topics are miles away from what I usually cover. They're way off brand, but I just find them fascinating and energizing. All right, so why make films that follow your interests and curiosities? Well, there are a few reasons. First of all, when you're passionate about what you're working on, it's a lot easier to put more work in. You're willing to give it your all more frequently. Kind of like how hiking 10 miles is easier than walking 10 miles on a treadmill, because the scenery is rewarding. Also, curiosity is infectious. If you're deeply invested in the stories you tell, chances are your listeners will be too. Friend C. Ryan's coming in from out of town these couple days, so naturally, I had to take him on a little fire tower hike for sunrise. Show him a little bit of what the Blue Ridge has to offer, you know? Morning, buddy.
What up, man?
How the vibes?
The vibe is crazy up here. Thank you so much for bringing me here.
Hell yeah.
My beard's blowing, I feel it. Influence harder. Beard boys.
Now, these videos are very different from what I normally do, so at the moment they're a good bit less likely to be picked up by the algorithm, but I have noticed that the engagement on those videos is a lot higher. Even though I'm talking about something completely different, when you all watch these videos, you're more interested. And most importantly, these videos are really fulfilling to make. They've brought back that energy that I had when I first started making films. You probably remember a similar period when you started, where you want to spend every single waking second working on this craft. Frequently, I'm finding myself spending hours digging through the Library of Congress looking for archival footage, or reading old newspaper articles doing research for a video, and having a really hard time pulling myself away from it. I want to leave you with one final sentiment that I've learned through this process, and that I think kind of sums up the important point behind this video. And that's that successful businesses are born from consistency, but successful artists are born from reinvention. If you make the exact same art over and over again for years, there's a good chance your audience will get tired of seeing it. And more importantly, you'll get tired of making it. It isn't wrong to lose some of the passion for something you used to be really interested in. Curiosities naturally evolve. And if you want to stay in love with this craft in the long term, make sure your work evolves with them.